Hello and welcome back to XCOM 2 Tactical Legacy Expansion Pack Operations Extraordinaire or whatever it's called. Today, it came from the sea. Brennis is off to get a signature from his favourite DJ. The DJ, however, is scared of things that lurk beneath the sea or some such nonsense. Brad is out with a new team of people. We're on nightmare difficulty this time.
I don't know about you, but from where I'm sitting, things are just looking a little grim out there today, folks. I'm not sure what it is, I just can't seem to get my juices flowing like they used to. I was all excited to try this old folk remedy I heard about, right up until I realized the secret ingredient was something you had to dig out of one of those snake chicks running around out there. Now don't get me wrong, if I thought I could catch one, I would have at least tried it. I've been working with a few local operators, helping people out on the fringes wherever we could. In this case, we were following up on some rumors about the aliens hitting a town out on the coast. We just figured Advent was finally getting down to the stragglers.
Alright, so the team on the ground. What happened to the old team Bredders? Where's old Rusty Rutherford? Who knows, he was the only memorable one of that team. We have the alien force. Have we got concealment? Oh, we must do it showing red. Alright, Bredders, throw open the door. Let's get in position to ambush these fellas here. Forward we go. Who's this? Nessie. Nessie the sniper. Do we want to give you some high ground? Like up here, peeking on that window?
Location confirmed.
Eyes down at them. Fantastic. Roadkill. You sounds like a classy chap. We'll bring you up here. We have a Templar. Where's the story of how you met the Templars? That should be far more interesting than here's some guy talking about fishmen or something.
Far, but I can reach it.
Anyway, get up there. We're gonna leap out, slash these fellas next turn. So, priest, lancer, officer, and regular trooper. Fella having a pause on the stairs.
I hope everyone's having a great day out there in the occupied territories. Don't let Advent get you down. In fact, I would urge all of you to play nice with Advent. At least long enough for them to relax a little.
Right.
After that,
You can grenade them all.
steal everything of theirs that ain't bolted down.
Oh, well, that guy's certainly gonna get old fast, isn't he? Let's grenade up there. Blammo, the old-fashioned ambush. Right.
Prepare to fight.
Rip into them. What about that indeed? Roadkill. Misses the priest as he leaps down. What a glorious escape from him. Nope, I think he got him. Got the trooper gunned down for 6.
Enemy down.
Wasted the big damage on the little fella. Bredders steps out. Whoa, thrashed him. I love it. The ambush went well. The lancer, however, awake. He's going to be the big damage, of course. Alright, stasis, that's okay. It's not a wound, so that gives us some hope. Lancer, come up.
Leaves me.
Oh, a Templar without Blade Storm, absolutely useless.
It wasn't until we got close to town that we started picking up these transmissions. We didn't know what to make of it. It sure as hell wasn't Advent, and no one in the Resistance was stupid enough to leave the aliens with a signal to follow.
Hostile neutralized.
Well done. And away we go. Let's get up top. Do we have a medic here?
Suffer my rage.
We don't appear to have a heavy gunner.
You will learn to fear us.
She's looking grumpy. Alright, so let's head down with her.
Cause.
Keep checking out the building. Bredders. Out we go. Let's keep a watch out here. Lovely, lovely.
My eyes are peeled.
Should be a bit more cautious this time, seeing we're on the harder difficulty.
They came from the sea. That's what stood out. They were just giant bugs to us back then. We didn't know anything about the science. Chrysalids. Strange ones, too. White. Like they were covered in bone. If you're just tuning in, I'm your host with the most. The man with the golden voice that even the aliens couldn't keep down. You see, apparently, yours truly just wasn't good enough for their precious Advent burger. God forbid a man make himself a little snack in between orders. It's not like they're gonna run out of that slop.
We're green to
reload the
go.
sniper up there. Oh, the road. Have you got the med kit to heal up the Templar? You do.
Moving
Come
to
here.
designated coordinates.
You don't have a ranged heal, alright. Templar,
Yes,
come here.
Commander.
Easy now, soldier.
Now, my question is, what's happened to all your weaponry? Why are we back to conventional weapons when this is supposed to be Bradford's story of how he formed XCOM or something? They developed plasma weapons and then forgot when his other team
We
vanished,
march towards enlightenment.
replaced by new chaps. And even Bradford himself looks to have forgotten how to blade storm or something, which is a strange development. Looks like they've done it in several sort of...
We had a much bigger problem to contend with. The rumors were true. The aliens had hit this town. And you know what? We would have welcomed a good fight with Advent versus what we actually ran into that day.
It's a couple of one-shot chrysalids, Brad is.
Taken care of.
Hardly a terrifying enemy. Sniper up top, your turn. Blammo.
Got him.
I was saying, why isn't it playing out like one big grand campaign rather than several little intertwined stories where I'm going to have to level up the people and relearn the tech again?
Enemies down.
The path is clear.
Yeah, let's bring you over here. Yeah, there's one more there.
I
Go
will
cut
tear
him.
you apart.
Well, they sure are a terrifying
You
enemy, these
understand
white
now?
chrysalids. You can understand why there's none in the modern day if there's one-hit monsters like this. In the turn, I suppose.
Speaking of Advent Burger, you know they never even gave me a language course during my training? I mean, come on! Where's the logic there? How the hell am I supposed to prep orders with some bug-eyed freak barking gibberish at me? And if you think you're getting a legible receipt, you're out of luck.
The elders have lost another.
Who would have thought a fast food worker not being able to speak the language of the people ordering from him? Surely that wouldn't happen in this day and age, would
Use
it?
the exercise.
What a bizarre story they're telling.
Back in.
Let's just... Well, we got Overwatch here. We're gonna come... Let's
Go,
come over
go,
here.
go.
There must surely be something wanting to happen on this side here.
Closing on target position now.
Hang about. We'll wait for my lady
Come
up there
get
to
some.
get in position. Right, couple more, 3 more. Go on, Mr. Roadkill. Oh, disaster.
I'll get him next time. There's a time and a place for everything, and I'll admit it. If I'd been sitting around the campfire having a few drinks, this guy probably would have been kind of funny, in an insane way. But during the heat of combat with a bunch of weird ocean chrysalids running us down, I would have given anything to shut him up.
Why are you blaming him for it, Bradford? I'm missing the plot here, I think. We're angry at the chap with the radio.
Target disabled.
Could you not just turn your radio off, Bradford, so you didn't have to listen to him?
Weak hit.
Dodge. Nasty, nasty.
Get in the water here.
Let's
now
vault
your
that one.
suffering really begins.
Right, left
Death
him
to
with
the
one.
invaders.
That might have been a crucial mistake there. Oh, it wasn't a mistake at all. He's going after the civvies. That's okay.
The aliens
They don't
just
count
know
against
what
our score.
they're missing. Seriously, do you hear this voice? This is a voice destined for greatness. Not the voice of some burger man. Right after you made yourself a powerful enemy, because I can talk all night, baby!
Fire away on the cocoon. Blam blam. Lovely. Mr. Roadkill,
I'm
reload
ready.
yourself.
Moving Overwatch.
Be wary of my mark.
Just vault it. It's going to hatch out a chrysalid here. Hopefully pick him off with the Overwatch and Brad just can put down the cocoon.
He had spent the last 10 minutes babbling about hamburgers while we were out there watching people mutate into chrysalids from all the poison. Honestly, one of the worst things I've ever seen. And this guy was our soundtrack the whole damn time.
He's broadcasting on a radio, Bradders. You can turn him off.
Back in. Come get some.
Rolling.
Right, forward you come. Hit one of them, 78%.
Enemy
Good fella.
destroyed.
As you
It's
ordered.
getting close. Come on, buy your pistol, girl. Better not miss.
The elders have protected them well.
Oh, I think Bradford's getting a cuddle.
That one hurt a little.
If you'd remembered how to blade storm Bradford, you would have been fine.
Now that I'm finally getting through to some of you out there, maybe introductions are... Let's see, a little about myself. Great voice, dashing good looks, and a personality to match. You might as well call me DJ Total Package. Oh, okay, don't call me that, but you get the idea.
Eventually, we killed off the waves of chrysalids pouring into town.
Let's go with the experimental
But we still
ammo.
didn't know what was riling them up in the first place. Advent brought in some equipment for the troops stationed at the local outpost. We were able to
He's remembered how to
scrounge up a
blade
few
storm.
things, but
Well
we
done,
couldn't
Bradford.
take everything. If the chrysalids were moving underwater, every town, camp, and settlement along the coast was at risk of the same fate as that last one. We decided to keep moving. If nothing else, we could try and warn people before the next attack. And wouldn't you know it, the further we got, the stronger the signal from the new self-proclaimed King of the Airwaves. Part of me was almost hoping Advent would drown him out with some soothing propaganda of their own. But he had really jammed up their frequencies somehow. There was a cold snap moving in. The wind coming off the water was brutal. I only remember because when we got to the camp, it was burning. And the heat was a welcome change despite knowing what it meant for the locals.
Right, we're under fire. We'll just jump into the missions. I'm sick of listening to Bradford chat away about pointless things. Let's go. 69 on that guy. Do it, matey. You've been atrocious,
come on.
Mr. Roadkill. We got a skirmisher now. Do you remember that day you met the skirmishers,
Utilizing
Bradford? Why wasn't that worthy of a story? I guess we'll never know. Do we hit the Lancer? Sure, hit him. Oh, burning. Love it, love it. Oh, and another shot. Well, come hit this captain down here.
It is dead.
Champion
I need
work.
ammunition.
The
have my
Templar, let's
trust.
bring you forward. Got some civilians up there which will hopefully draw a bit of fire. Let's just overwatch. If he lives through the burn, we'll cut him
I
down.
will sense any disturbance.
That's the only one Brandon's can get to as well. Well, let's come to
my
this
way.
point here and we'll just overwatch. See if we can shoot. Put him down.
Another notch.
Well done, Bradford. Come on, shoot the civilians. I think it's the purifier coming in. It is.
Our enemy threatened me!
That's alright, should be able to grapple away from the flames here. Trooper moves up, come on.
Watch the flanks. They're
Hostiles got
moving.
me flanked!
Oh, Dong Hu.
Our danger grows. Show never stops, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it's not easy being the talent, the management, and the technician around here. I might even have to start pre-recording some of these shows just to get some sleep. I mean, how long has it been? What, 36 hours? Does anybody know what Thursday is on the Advent calendar? Blarg's Day? Something like that, right?
Fire. Oh, well done. Skirmisher destroying them.
I must
Let's
have
rescue some
ammunition.
chaps, shall we? There's a person inside there. Go for them, Bradford. Surely they wouldn't put a faceless in here.
Getting too old for this.
If they do, you can free them and cut them down. Nope, that's fine. Come on, civilian. Why are you so slow? Nessie, do you want to get you up top somewhere? Make our way over there. For now, come to
Got
here.
it!
Mr. Roadkill.
Understood.
Half cover.
Moving out.
Push forward, keep your eyes open.
Moving to Overwatch.
Try and be cautious, or as cautious as I get.
I trust in your
up to here.
command.
Of course you do. I'm a magnificent commander.
Maintaining this area.
Whoop, the pudding emerges. Right, some cheeky Overwatch. No? What do we got? Robot priest, sectoid, burning man. Oh, down goes Aiden Duff. Right, so that's across a river or something there. Okay, try and work out how far away that is from the team.
The fire!
Surprisingly enough, it wasn't the chrysalids this time. At least, not right off the bat. Advent was in town, and they seemed to be having some trouble with the bugs too. We also had a few civilians to contend with. The whole situation was a mess.
Oh,
I'll get him
matey.
next time.
You're having a terrible day out. Why can't you reload? Have you caught fire there? Looks like it, doesn't it? Now, hunkering down, does it put you out? I can never remember whether hunkering down puts you out by default or whether that was a mod that did it.
Holding position.
That hunkers you down, that puts you out, that's fine. Let's actually grenade there so the sniper can get a shot if we blow out that wall.
People!
Oh, the pudding's not looking happy. Sniper girl, down you go. Love it.
Target down.
Bradford, come
On the
forward.
move.
Oh, another fine rescue for Bradford. Come on, mate. Quit animating and get off. Reload while we're
Ready
here.
for action.
Play safe, play smart. Play like a casual. Alright, the sectoid fires up. Jorge Hernandez falls over. More crazed footsteps running about. The yelling man said they were having
You're
trouble with the
listening in during
bugs.
your travels, but I haven't reached your local town, camp, settlement, or shanty, whatever your situation. Don't worry. I'm putting up new relays just as quick as I can. Someday soon, there will be no escaping the sound of my golden voice.
If they're having trouble with the bugs, does that mean the
Stepping
chrysalids are
off.
going to come fight on the neutral team against everyone? That'd make an exciting mission. I've long been a proponent of the chrysalids and berserkers being put on a neutral team rampaging about on everyone.
Moving out. Good to go.
Right, Sheriff Lobo.
Reloading
Reload. Forward we go. Come on.
As you order.
That really missing faster reloads as well.
Onward.
Get here in the full cover. Duck down.
This is a safe position.
I believe the Highlander was updated, so most of the mods are going to be working again. So the campaign can continue. Let me know if you want to see these missions here. Because if no one's going to watch them while we run them, we'll get back to murdering the freaks with 50 health and 20 armor.
By now you might
Run
be
these
asking
little one-hit
yourself,
wonders.
Central, if you didn't want to listen to the DJ, why not just shut off your radio? And you'd be right
did.
to ask. You see, the problem was, the stronger his signal got, the more it interfered with our comm link. We could either go completely radio silent, or put up with him for a bit longer.
I'm ready.
Moving to designated coordinates. Scanning.
Right, Lobo. Charge forward. Come all the way up there.
A long
Come up there. See if you see anything. If you activate something, you activate something. If you don't,
Cannot be here.
it's fine. Off you go, civilian. The Harbinger.
We march
Come
towards
forward.
enlightenment. No one gets by me.
Right, we're right next to the sectoids and things. They're right across the river there. Come here, Brad is up top.
And we're off.
Off we go indeed, Bradford. Come on.
I'll keep an eye on it. They're on the move here.
Not going to conveniently wander into sight? No.
So, got kind of a serious question for you. Has anyone else noticed a sudden uptick in big, mean alien bugs running around? Nasty, white ones with razor-sharp talons? No? Yeah, me either. No, that'd be crazy, right? No, I'm probably just seeing things. That's, yeah. Well, keep your eyes peeled just in case, though. Oh, okay?
Alright, mate, we will do. Bring it here.
I am watching.
Must be only a couple of squares away from
Yes,
activating this
Commander.
pod. Get there, girl.
I am watching.
Bradford, stop cowering. Stay there for the moment. We'll come down next turn
Come
with you.
get some.
You can lead the way. Right there, incoming. The robot. Sectoid. Disastrous
I
miss.
fail in my effort.
What about roadkill? What do you got for us, chat? Ooh, 5 on the sectoid. Exploding Man Priest. The robot, I think, is a big threat here. Try and crack into him as fast as possible. Oh, Bradford failed me.
I'll get
That
him
armor
next
looks
time.
quite stunning, Bradford. I like that. Why don't you have a helmet to hide your yuck face? I don't have to look at this thing. And your fish is going to burn if you don't get it off the grill soon, guys. Oh, muton and 4 more bugs. 3 more bugs.
We didn't have a clue where he was broadcasting from at that point. For all we knew, he could have been thousands of miles away. That was until he mentioned those big, mean bugs he thought he saw. It was possible that these white chrysalids were all over the world, but it seemed a lot more likely that the DJ was somewhere close by.
Did it, Bradford?
The light has left them. Soon
I would have
to be
thought
out
it was
of
far more
ammunition.
likely that the aliens would have sent chrysalids all over the world, and it was far more likely that he could be anywhere. Do you come all the way up top here?
A useful aid.
Right up. Shots on the robot for me.
Armor deflection. I require
Right.
ammunition.
Breaders, we might come forward chopping. Sniper has no shot up there. Let's take that one on the priest then. Ooh, nasty. Senor Roadkill.
Moving.
Behind the tree.
Taken care of.
Big damage. I like that. What are we going to do, Breaders? Got no running gun anymore.
Headed there now.
$49 to hit is worthless.
I'm on it.
Guide my
Possible chance to hit the priest from up here and the high ground bonus with the pistol. No, that one. Left him alive, eh? Straight through him, Bradford.
Won't happen again.
Is that another sword model you've got? Right, priest falls back. Ah, the old holy exploding man. You fellas coming in, or he's murdering the civilian? Guess we'll never know.
Getting a little too warm over here. If I've already paid a visit to your town, you might have noticed one of my relays and a bunch of other equipment rigged up nearby. Do me a favor, would you? Don't touch it! Might look like a bunch of cobbled together junk, but it's my junk. Oh, no. No, not
Alright,
that
don't
junk.
touch his junk.
The kind that keeps the show on the road.
Do you want to grenade them?
Draining ammo
Alright,
fast!
chunk of damage there. The sheriff needs a reload. Can you get the priest for me? Third? Surely he doesn't have full coverage here, does he? Need to get Bradford up here to bladestorm those two. Which means Nessie here on the priest. Can you down him?
get him
Oh,
next time.
disastrous. Not a fan of that miss at all. Bradders, just chuck the explosives here. Come on.
Frag out!
Right, fantastic work. Templar does not have a parry yet, which is rather disappointing. We'll rend this
Suffer
fella and
my
then back off.
rage. Do you understand
good hit.
now?
Back behind the tree. Come on, girl. Can't get behind the tree. We'll just come back to here,
To
then
victory.
stand in the open. No one's ever been shot standing in the open. Right, that person there must surely be a faceless. Don't trust him for a second. Right, the muton comes forward. Ooh, lucky,
The
lucky.
invaders move against me.
Ah, they're so kit. Oh, she's fallen down, but saved by the stasis from taking falling damage. Ah, it's all working out for the team. Backflip again. Ah, I love it.
Come for me.
There's a good shot of old Facetown there on the poster. Which is weird considering this is the past. This is supposed to be sometime within the 20 years before the commander was
DJ may have
back.
been off his rocker, but I had to give him a little credit. I mean, the guy was out there building his own radio network. Half the time, we could barely find recruits who knew how to turn on a radio.
Running low on ammo! Heading there now.
Get here. Put down this fella. Well done.
Enemy eliminated. Need a resupply.
Alright, down this priest. Nessie! Terrible.
Adjusting aim.
Let's move. I was going to say over this side to cover, but there's none.
Agreed. A lasting
I'll put this
strike.
fella down.
You will learn to fear us.
Right, I think my skirmisher's going to get shot by the muton here. He does have a plasma gun, so it might hurt.
Multiple injuries.
Oh, I love it. 4 points of damage. It cost me 1,000 points, girl. Right, more chrysalids explode.
I'd like
That's
to
fine.
Take this moment and thank our generous sponsor, Advent. Now, I know what you're thinking. Advent, screw those guys. And you'd be right. But hear me out. My little station wouldn't be here today without Advent's fancy relays and this big old antenna I found. Credit where credit is due and all that noise.
They will fight no more.
Well done.
Ammunition is
Can we
low.
grapple somewhere useful? Only back. I don't like going back. I want to go forward. Into cover.
Moving
Behind the
now.
fish. Use the fish wall. Muton's likely to counterattack, isn't he? We know there's more chrysalids coming as well.
For the cause.
Come forward.
My
Have an
watch
Overwatch.
begins.
Bredders, let's have you storm
Fast as I
forward.
can.
Nessie, reload.
Reloaded.
Pistol Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Aid protocol on her. Sure. Should have actually put it on Fish Girl there. Seeing as she's most likely to be killed by something random. Oh, disaster.
We must not fail.
The great Hulkin Muton running up on the team. What do you got, fella?
I am flanked.
Down
The
to one.
light consumes me.
Straight up murdered her. Didn't even care about the drone hovering above her. That's a bit cheeky, subtracting both the wound and the kill, isn't it? But still, it's not like points that actually matter. I don't think, anyway. You just have to slog through his missions to unlock
We
this
actually
stuff.
came across one of the DJ's installations in that town. You wouldn't have guessed it was anything special from the looks of it, but it obviously worked. There were a few hints of alien technology, but nothing that seemed all that crazy. I should have known better.
Right, drill him. Ah,
Shot
the
wide.
absolute worst sniper. Right, you
Reloaded.
chief. Rip into him. Got the big flank there.
Our target, minimal damage.
2 points of damage was not the big flank I was hoping for. Nor was that.
My ammo is gone.
Oh, let's at least chuck the grenade. We'll see what happens from here.
Impact detonation.
I was carefully trying not to blow up this guy's cover.
They're repositioning on us.
Oh, the faceless emerges. Well, these nightmare ones are a bit more tricky, but it's still very much XCOM's problem, where it's designed that you take down the pods before they ever attack you.
Like this.
This muton, he's murdering everyone. Oh, you guys are costing me so many points.
We lost one.
No, that's alright, Bredders. He's Blade Storm this one. We can turn around and shoot the muton with someone finally.
Not good.
Would you believe it, Bredders? We just lost our medic there. Now you've been poisoned. Right, really gonna have to get to work here. Get down the faceless and these two. Yeah, pop him.
I've killed just about everything that walks or crawled.
Ammo out.
Well done, you
Enemy
hit something this time.
eliminated.
Clearly her fault that we're losing this campaign. Come on, reload.
Reloading ammunition.
Have yourself an Overwatch, we know the faceless is coming.
Some damage here.
Oh, Bredders takes 3. Don't you? Oh. What an infuriating mission. Right, the sniper. Make sure you hit. Don't you miss him this time. Right, the pudding
Target
down.
neutralized.
It was a tough fight. Some of my people got a little too close out there, but we eventually pulled through. We pulled some gear from the workshop we found set up by the radio tower. There was some decent stuff in there, so the choice of what to haul out wasn't easy.
We'll take the grenades over the basic PCSs. Oh, right, we had you, Templar. Bradford's leveled up with his death. The Templar killed in action. Disaster. Well, that's 40 odd minutes of entertainment for you. Join me tomorrow and we'll slug through 2 or 3 more of these, depending on the length of them. Hope you'll join me for it. I've been Mr. Gruffle. This has been XCOM 2 Tactical Legacy Expansion Project that came from the sea.